In this lesson, we're looking at equations that have large numbers and coming up with a strategy of how might we deal with that. And if you're using my worksheet, it looks like this, and in the description, you can find that on my Teacher Pay Teacher site. So I have 23 A's, and it's not practical to draw 23 of those. So we're going to draw it instead like this. And I found that I can go ahead and just write a little number, and this means I have 23 A's. And a 7 on the other side, I have 24 A's. So when I go to solve this, how do I show that I'm going to take 23 A's away from both sides? And I do it with just drawing an arrow like this that indicated, hey, I took 23 A's away from both sides. And now I'm going to be done. So what will it look like when I redraw this scale? So when I redraw this, all 23 of those are gone, and so I'm just left with a 7. And on this side, when I took 23 away from 24 of them, I'm left with 1. And so I can see that my A equals 7. And this is just a strategy that might help if they're on a test and they're not comfortable with traditional algebra yet and they want to draw pictures, they could do this. Let's take a look at another example. So in this one, we got 54 B's. There's no way that they could draw 54 B's. And so again, we're going to use that same strategy where I'm just writing that I have 54 of them. And I have an 8, and then I can go ahead and draw those 2 B's. That's easy. And on the other side, I have 54 B's and a 10. So on this one, I can use that two-handed operation, and I'm taking them both off. I'm still going to write that I'm taking 54 of them away from both sides when I've got that number on the variable. And then when I take an 8 away from both sides, look how this does it. I just draw that arrow saying I'm taking the 8 away. And when I take the 8 away from the 10, I'm going to write that I have a 2 left. And it really helps if you're using a different color to show this, to keep track of what did I originally have and what were the changes I made. So when I redraw the scale to show what's left, what I'm going to have, let's see, all of those are gone. The 8's gone. So here's the 2 B's that I have. And on the other side, all 54 of those are gone. And I'm just left with this 2. And so when I go and check what my answer is right, I still like to put it like this. I put a little number saying I had one of each, that those equal 1. 1 and 1 makes 2, and so I have 2 on both sides. And that means that my B equals 1. All right, let's take a look at one last one of them for this strategy of working with large numbers. And on this one, I've got 1 C and 23 more C's. And I'm just going to draw it like this. My 1 C, there's my 23 more. Here's 18 of them, 2 more, and a 24. And there's a lot of ways that you could do this, but I'm going to start off by taking 18 C's away from both sides. And what does that look like? I'm going to take these 18 away and leave this, but when I take those 18 away from the 23, I'm going to draw that I have 5 more of them left over, right? That's what I'm left with. And then I'm going to go ahead and take these 2 off, along with those 2 that I were left with, right? And so then I no longer have any more moves left. And now at this point, I can redraw the scale. And when I redraw it, you're going to see what I have is 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 C's left on this side. And on the other side, all of this was taken off and a 24. And so when I go and check what my answer is, I'm going to document it like this, right? 6, 12, 18, 24. I have 24 on both sides. And so I can say my C equals a 6. All right, I hope this strategy helps. Thank you.